There came a time in David's life when Absalom rose up and stole the hearts of the people of Israel and began to turn them against God's one anointed man. And David fled Jerusalem. As he walked up the Mount of Olives, he wept, a rejected king. Several hundred years later, the Son of David, our Lord Jesus, walked up that same mountain, a rejected king, weeping over the city. But in reality, it was Christ that was rejected both times, because Christ was in David. That was God's anointed man of the hour, and to reject that anointed man was to reject God himself. We know these things. We have for years. But it appears that the great shining light that is our faith is being tested. It appears that those who have not eyes to see or ears to hear are seeking to deafen and blind those around them with their doctrines of lies and contradictions. So I want to ask you all something here this morning. What is it that holds you to what you stand for? Why do you believe what you believe? Is it because it's what you've always been taught? Is it because you know nothing else? Is it because your parents or your pastor have always told you so? Or is it because you have had your own personal experience with it yourself, and because of that, you cannot help believe what you believe? If you had a relationship with somebody that you loved so much that you both shared your innermost secrets together, you knew this person inside and out because of the relationship you both had together. And then what if someone came along and tried to tell you that none of it ever really happened? If you were no longer in that relationship, you should still have enough memories to know that it was real. But even then, you just might be able to be convinced that the relationship never happened. But what if you were still in the relationship? You still saw your lover every moment of the day. If that was the case, this person wouldn't stand a chance of deceiving you. They're obviously trying to convince you of something that they know nothing about. And these people that go around and try to tell us that they have seen the light and that Brother Branham and the message is wrong, do you think that's going to shake the faith of someone that's still in the relationship with Christ, hidden under the Shekinah glory, knowing in whom they have believed and knowing the true power that lays on those tapes? They might shake the faith of someone that's ended the relationship, but not those that are still in it. Their faith will strengthen all the more. Ask any Muslim. It would not enter their minds to question their Quran or their prophet. Yet how many in the meshids tear down the very prophet they claim to follow? They corrupt the very message they claim to believe. What the denominations have done to the Bible, so has men done to this message. But now they have these groups coming out of the message and trying to pull everyone else along with them. What I'd like to ask them is this: what are you pulling the people to then? Where is the true Christ then? To wherever they would point me, I would ask this: how do you know? Furthermore, how should I know? Because you tell me so? Well, then I'm right back listening to a man again. So what they're saying is I shouldn't listen to Brother Branham, but I should listen to them. I can say to whatever they're preaching, how do they know? What sort of experience can you show me that I should listen to you? How are you any different from any other denominational idea out there or that's been out there for years? Can you answer the questions that this message has answered for me? What Christ can you point me to that's the same yesterday, today, and forever? Show me where this message failed to lift Christ up out of history like no denominational had a clue to do. Show me in any group or person that has made the Bible so real in this very day that we live in outside of William Branham. You haven't left the message for truth. You left the truth for denomination. That isn't anything to be proud of. Unbelievers have done that since Cain killed Abel. You think your little stand is some unique, honorable quest, when in reality the devil's laughing at you. When in reality the devil's laughing at them and doesn't even worry about them anymore. That's why they feel such freedom. It's not godly liberty. It's cruise control to hell, because they've been marked a finished work of the devil. If someone truly found a truth that caused them to leave something else, they would spend their time promoting the great truth that they had just found. But when all they do is talk bad about what they came out of, it just shows they didn't find the truth at all. They just came out of what they didn't believe anyways. And they're trying to pull these people out of what they call Egypt, but they have no promised land to take them to. They're all going to die in the wilderness, just like the false teachers did back in Jesus' day. They left the true Christ for a worldly denominational Christ, which is the devil. And I can say like the prophet said, their argument is thinner than the broth made out of the shadow of chicken that starved to death.